Hello, Pawan. Pawan.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay, Nana. Okay. Okay. See, last class, what have we discussed? Tell me. Last class.
The last week, sir.
Last class.
Sir, didn't remember, sir.
Why? Why so? You are not preparing anything. That's why. Hmm?
No, sir. I didn't, sir. But I not reading PDF, sir.
Okay. Anyhow, is it visible the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
What is there?
Heat treatment, sir.
Yes, heat treatment. Okay, okay. Then we have to start after they come all the people. Okay.
Okay,
Today I
sir.
am going. Today I am going to
Okay, sir.
start the heat treatment. Heat treatment process. Okay.
Okay,
In previous class,
okay,
what
okay,
we
sir.
have discussed. In previous class, what we have discussed last week. That is steels and ferrous and non-ferrous alloys. Okay, na? Ferrous and non-ferrous alloys. Okay. What is ferrous? What is non-ferrous? I think we might have known that meanings. Okay. Hello. Tell me, what is the difference between ferrous and non-ferrous? Above Pawan, number 54, 304. Okay. See, what is the difference between ferrous and non-ferrous? Okay, what are ferrous alloys? What are non-ferrous alloys? Tell me. 303. Yugandhar? Yugandhar?
Sir,
What is the difference between ferrous and non-ferrous? What are ferrous alloys? What are non-ferrous alloys? Tell me,
ferrous
man.
and non-ferrous means ferrous means metal, sir. Means iron, sir. Non-ferrous means not. It is not an iron material, sir.
Okay, that is the difference without iron and with iron. Okay, ferrous material having iron, non-ferrous material having okay na without iron amma. Okay, example amma. What are the ferrous materials? Tell me few. Enana, Pawan,
Sir,
ferrous materials.
Yes, sir.
What are ferrous materials? Raviteja. Hello. Give me example that ferrous, non-ferrous. What are the ferrous materials? Hmm?
Sir, lead, nickel.
Lead, not lead. Okay,
No,
na?
sir. Lead, nickel, tin, titanium.
Okay,
Non-ferrous metal, sir.
okay, very good. Ferrous, ferrous materials.
Copper,
Tell me.
aluminum.
Ah, no, no, no.
Copper.
Hello, mute your cell phones, please.
Yes, copper, sir.
Tell me.
Aluminum.
No, no, no. Ferrous means not copper, aluminum. Okay. that are non-ferrous, copper, aluminum, titanium, okay, now beryllium, magnesium. Okay.
Bauxite.
Ah,
Bauxite, sir.
no, no, no.
Steel.
Steels. Yes. Steels
Flux.
and steels and cast irons are examples of ferrous materials. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just I discussed last week. So many types of steels are there. Okay, plain carbon steels, Li steels. Okay, na. Next one is the tool steels. Okay, so many types of steels I have discussed in last class. Okay, na. Classification of steels. Plain carbon steels we can classify into three types: low carbon steels, medium carbon steels, high carbon steels. Depending on the carbon content, we have divided the steels. Okay. Next one is the cast iron. What is the definition of steel? Steel means the carbon
Yeah.
content 0 to 2% in iron carbon diagram. Okay, na? That is hello. Mute your cell phones, na. Pawan. Okay, na. See, the steel is in iron carbon diagram 0 to 2% carbon. It consists, that is called steel. Next one is the remaining percentage is iron. Okay, na? The remaining percentage is iron. Steel is the combination of carbon and iron. Okay. Next one is the cast iron. Cast iron is the percentage of carbon is 2 to 6.67 in iron carbon diagram. That is called cast iron. Okay, now in cast iron, the maximum percentage of carbon is 6.67. Okay, here all of you understand only carbon is up to 6.6. Remaining total is that is iron. Remaining very small amounts, few elements are there. Silicon. Next one is the magnesium. Few elements are there. Okay, na. Anyhow, major content is that is the iron. That is cast irons. What are the types of cast irons? See, last class we have discussed types of cast irons. Enana, tell me types of cast irons. Hello. Types of cast irons, Nana. Can you tell? Types. Hmm? Enana.
Sir, grey cast iron,
Very
white
good.
cast iron, ductile cast iron, malleable cast iron, sir.
Very good, Nana. Okay, these are total five types of cast irons. Five types of cast irons are there in our syllabus. Okay, that has been discussed in previous class. Okay, no problem. Today I am going to start very important concept, that is the heat treatment. No, no. Heat treatment. Heat treatment concept is very important in material science. Okay, na. Just all of you understand. Okay. Is it visible the screen? Yeah, na, na.
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Okay, na. Heat treatment. The basics of heat treatment. The mechanical properties of steel are related to its structure. Okay. By altering the nature, size, shape, and the distribution of various microconstituents, different combination of mechanical properties of steels are obtained. Okay, now here the properties of steels are changed very conveniently by heat treatment. Okay, to make the steel suitable for a specific application. See, all of you understand here. This one is a very important point. Why you are conducting heat treatment process? Heat treatment process, why you are conducting is the properties of steels. The properties of steels are changed by doing heat treatment. What will happen? That is, properties of steels are changed very conveniently by heat treatment to make suitable, to make the steel suitable for a specific application. As different applications are there, then we will use the steels. then here heat treatment process is very important, particularly for steels, to change the properties for particular application, specific application. Hence, hence through understanding in heat treatment of steel becomes very important. See, all of you here, some of the simple heat treatment is applied to steel are described in this chapter. Okay, here see definition of heat treatment. Definition, then say definition of heat treatment. Then let us discuss. Heat treatment is defined as an operation or a combination of operations in the manufacturing process of machine parts tools. Machine parts tools. Yes, this is the heat treatment definition. Another definition is heat treatment may also be defined as an operation or combination of operations involving heating and cooling of a metal or alloy in a solid state to obtain desirable properties. Okay, by doing heat treatment process, then we will change the properties for our specific application. That is main heat treatment process. Okay, are you able to understanding? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, heat treatment may be defined as an operation of, okay, an operation or combination of operations, single operation or combination of operation involving heating and cooling of a metal or an alloy in a solid state to obtain desirable properties. Okay, yes. See, this is the heat treatment process. Next one is the purpose of heat treatment. Okay, see heat treatment stages. In heat treatment, particularly 3 stages are there. Yes, all of you understand this one. The stages. First one is the heat treatment. A process consists of various stages. Various stages. Stage one. In particularly stage one, what will you do? Suppose if you take any steel bar or steel rod, any material that is steel, we are discussing heat treatment of steels only now. Okay, na? We are discussing heat treatment of steels. See, okay, here first one is the first step in heat treatment is heating the metal to a specific temperature. Okay, heating the metal to a specific temperature. First one we have to do it. Okay, that is in heat treatment. First one. Next one is soaking. Soaking means holding the metal at increased temperature for a specified period or time, specified for a specified time. Okay, then what will you do after heating? Then don't do immediately cooling. Just we have to place it the material at the temperature for a specified period. Okay, na? Just different process having different specified times are there. Then we have to keep the material at the temperature for some time, for quite some time. Okay. Next one is third step is cooling the metal. Just after soaking, that second step is the cooling the material. Hello. Hey, 65. Who is 65?
Like
Hello. Hey, this is not good practice. Mute your cell phones, please. Okay, third step is the cooling, cooling. Okay, na. The heat treatment process is used to impart the required or desirable mechanical properties to steels alloys for normal operations. Okay. Next one is the what are the main properties or objectives of heat treatment process. Heat treatment process, that is the objectives. Okay, Nana, is it visible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, Nana. See, what are the objectives of heat treatment is, to first one is that to relieve internal stresses. To relieve internal stresses, okay, now, which are set up in the metal due to cold working or hot working. Okay, particularly in the steels. Okay, now before after heat treatment, there is some internal stresses. Internal stresses are developed by doing that is cold working and hard working. First of all, to relieve, okay, na, to relieve the internal stresses by heat treatment processes, okay, na, heat treatment process. Second one is the to soften the material. So to soften, actually, materials having different properties. Few materials are very hard, okay, na. Then by doing heat treatment, then to soften the metal layer or material, okay, na. That is second objective. Third one is to improve the hardness, okay, improves the hardness of a metal surface, okay, that is the hardness, Amma. To improve the hardness, all of you well known, that is property, mechanical property, okay, na. The material must have the hardness, otherwise it will be easily broken, Amma. Okay, that's why to improve the hardness of the metal surface. Next one is to improve the missionability. Okay, what is missionability? Missionability means, suppose if you want to convert that steel into any products, that is shapes, then we have to apply the few machining operations. That's why here, to improve the missionability, particularly by doing a heat treatment process. Next one is the important one is the to refine the grind size. To refine the grain size. Actually, different grains are there. Already I discussed in first unit. That is the grains, the coarse grains. Next one is the fine grains. Different grains are there. Then by doing heat treatment to refine, to change the grain structure. Okay, na? That is another objective. Sixth one is to improve the mechanical properties. Okay, to improve the mechanical properties like tensile strength, ductility, and shock resistance. Particularly, these are very important. That is the mechanical properties are like tensile strength. You know, strength of materials. SAR has been discussed. That is the tensile strength. Okay, tensile strength, ductility, and shock resistance also can be improved. Okay, next one is to improve the electrical and magnetic properties. Okay, these are also very important for steel alloys. Okay, na, electrical and magnetic properties can be improved by doing heat treatment process. Next one is to change, to increase the resistance to wear and tear and corrosion. This is very important. See, by using that materials, by what will happen? The materials undergoes that is wear and tear and corrosion. Okay, isn't it? See, by doing this heat treatment process, to increase the resistance, particular resistance to wear and tear and corrosion. Okay, corrosion. Okay, these are the very important objectives. Okay, now. Okay, these are very important objectives. First, what we have, first one is what is the heat treatment. Second one is the stages of heat treatment. Third one is the objectives of heat treatment. Okay, hello, hello, Babu.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what you have discussed so far? First one is the definition of heat treatment. Second one is, Amma, first one is the definition of heat treatment. Second one is the stages of heat treatment. Third one is, Amma, objectives of heat treatment. Okay, na. Next one is types of heat treatment processes. You may ask one question, sir. You are telling heat treatment objectives and properties and definitions. Sir, what are the types of heat treatment process? Yes, so many types of heat treatment processes are there. Okay, now here the important heat treatment processes are first one is the annealing process. Annealing. Okay, now annealing process. See, annealing process is very, very important. Okay, na? Yes. Next one is the normalizing. See, all of you understand. First one is the annealing. Second one is the normalizing. Third one is the hardening. Na? Hardening. Fourth one is the tempering. Tempering. The next one is the fifth one, harsh tempering, mark tempering. Okay. Seventh one is, see, fifth and sixth, then we will not discuss in our syllabus, only up to 1 to 4A. Okay. Next one is the seventh one is the case hardening. Okay, case hardening. Okay, or the surface hardening. We may call as surface hardening. These are, we can classify. First one is the carburizing. Carburizing, nitrading, cyaniding, carbonitrading. Okay, these are the case hardening process. Okay, now first one is the carburizing, nitrading, cyaniding, carbonitrading. Okay, fifth one is the flame hardening. Next one is the induction hardening. Flame hardening and induction hardening. These are very, very important. Very, very important in heat treatment process. Okay, these all are the classification of heat treatment process. Particularly annealing. In annealing process, again we can classify into four types. One is the full annealing. Second one is the stress relief annealing. Next one is the recrystallization annealing. That is the fourth one is the spiralizing annealing. Fifth one is the process annealing. Okay, first process we can classify into five. That is the different types. Okay, now that are the heat treatment process. Now let us discuss one by one. Then all of you see try to understand that all the process. Okay. See, Nana, first one is the which process? Am I? Hello. First
Annealing,
one
sir.
is yes, annealing. What is annealing? Okay, let us discuss annealing. Annealing involves same as heat treatment definition. Annealing involves heating the material to predetermined temperature. Okay, first we have to heat it. First we have to heat it. Okay, at one temperature that is predetermined. That means we will determine the temperature for process. Okay, now suppose annealing process having some definite temperature is there and holding the material at that temperature. Second stage is holding the material at that temperature and cool the material to the room temperature slowly. Yes, this is the meaning of annealing. Okay, all of you understand this one. Okay, first, what will you do? First, annealing involves heating the material to a predetermined temperature. How much the temperature? Then I will show you. Okay. Next, second one is and hold the material at the temperature for quite some time. Okay. Next one is and cool the material to room temperature slowly. Yes, this is a very, very important. How will you cool? Cool the material to the room temperature slowly, slowly, not fast. Okay, na, slowly. Okay, okay. Next one is the process involves here. See, three steps above I explained. First one is the heating the material at that elevated or predetermined temperatures. Next one, the holding the material. Holding means soaking at the temperature for a long for longer time. Next one, third one is the very slow cooling the material to the room temperature. See here, any lead, see Nana, metals and hardened metals, two persons, see, hold the two rods. First one is the any lead materials, then we can see bend to any shapes. Okay, hardened material, that is a very difficult. Okay, now see, any lead materials having, that is the property is the ductile property. Okay, all of you understand this one. Okay, now see here, that is purpose of Nana, here the way, that purpose of annealing process. Okay, now see, annealing purpose. See, already we have discussed, that is the relieve the internal stresses developed during the solidification. Yes, during, obviously during the solidification, definitely there will be some internal stresses are developed. Okay, now how can you relieve that internal stresses? Then how can you relieve the internal stresses? That is by doing annealing process. That means heat treatment process. Okay, here machining, forging, rolling or welding. Okay, now that are the processes are there. Next, second one is the improve or restore ductility and toughness. Yes, this is the very important. All of you understand what property you have to improve is here. That is the ductility, to improve the ductility and the toughness. Okay, na? Ductility means already it is discussed in previous class. That is, we can um, convert the material into wires. Okay, na? Wires. Okay, na? That is ductility properties. Or toughness means the ability to resist the shock loads. Okay, na? That is toughness. Okay. See here, third property is the enhanced missionability. See, all of you, I hope you may know that is a missionability property. Missionability means ability to do the missioning process. Okay, now that is also improved in this annealing process. Enhanced missionability. Okay. Next one is eliminate chemical non-uniformity. That is one more. That is the, there is some ununiformity during the if you process solidification process, that can be also eliminated. Okay, here fifth one is the refine the grain size. Refine, that is to change the grain structure. Okay, now that is the steels to improve the, that is the refined, that means to change the grain size. Okay, next sixth one is the reduce the gases contains in steel. That is the purpose of okay, annealing purpose, annealing process purpose. Okay, I hope all of you understood that is annealing process purpose. Okay, na? See, Nana, here types of annealing process already I have shown you. Okay, see here, Nana, here I hope you are seeing one figure. Okay, what is there? Hello.
Heat treatment, sir.
See here one furnace. I hope you are seeing one furnace.
Yes, sir.
Material is heating in that furnace. Okay, na? Some red hot temperature is see. Okay, each and every material having from predetermined temperature to heat that one. Okay, in annealing and normalizing any process. Okay, now here, see here, heat treatment process, again the definition. Heat treatment is a group of industrial and metalworking process used to alter the physical and sometimes chemical properties of a material. The most common application is metallurgical. Okay, next, heat treatment involves the use of heating or chilling normally to extreme temperature to achieve a desired result such as hardening or softening. First one is the hardening and softening. Okay, now we can do these two in heat treatment process. If you want to harden the material, definitely uh, you can go for that heat treatment process. If you want to soften the material, definitely you can do the heat treatment processes. Okay, na? To achieve the desired results such as hardening or softening of a material. Okay, na? Hello.
Okay, sir.
Have you understood this concept? Heat treatment is a very interesting concept. Okay, na? Okay, heat treatment. Nana, all of you understand this one. Okay. Here types, heat treatment types already I discussed that one. Here first one is here annealing. In annealing process, that is process annealing. Enana? In annealing process, that is the process annealing. Let us discuss here. See, in this treatment, steel, okay, now he is heated to a temperature below the lower critical, okay, now below the lower critical temperature, and is held at that temperature for sufficient time and then cooled it down. See, particularly in this nana iron carbon diagram, then all of you understood this one. Here different temperatures are there: upper critical temperature, lower critical temperature is 723, upper critical temperature here two curves are there. These two curves AC3, ACM, these are the above, that is the upper critical amount. Here this one is the lower critical, means here 723 below the process annealing range amount. Okay, na? That is the lower critical temperature. Okay. See here, here annealing process. Okay, the steel is heated to a temperature. Steel is heated to a temperature below the lower critical temperature and is held at this temperature for a sufficient time and then cooled down. Next one is the cooling rate is of little importance as the process is being done at a subcritical temperature. See, the purpose of this treatment is to reduce the hardness. See, understand that the purpose of heat treatment is to reduce the hardness and to increase ductility of cold worked steels so that further working may be carried easily. Yes, all of you understand this point here. The purpose of this heat treatment is to reduce the hardness and to improve the ductility of cold worked steels. That is, the ductile property will be improved in this one. By doing so, then what will happen, so that further working may be carried easily. Further working, further if you want to do this process, will be parts which are fabricated by cold forming, such as stamping, extrusion, upsetting, drawing, are frequently given this treatment as an intermediate step. Okay, na? Next one is the scaling or oxidation can be prevented. Okay, scaling or oxidation can be prevented or minimized by this process. Specifically, annealed at a lower temperature in a non-oxidizing areas. Okay. Next one is the next type, that is the process annealing. Next one is the stress relieving annealing. As the name suggests, this process is employed to relieve the internal stresses. Okay, now see why the name is given. Why the name is given, the stress relieving, means it suggests, okay, now this process is employed to relieve internal stresses. No microstructural changes occur during the process. Next one is the internal stresses are those stresses which can exist within a body in the absence of external forces. Okay, these are also known as residual stresses or locked in stresses. These stresses are developed operation like, yes. How the internal stresses are developed? Okay, na, in what operations? Yes, given below that process, that operations are, first one is the solidification of casting. welding, machining, grinding, short peening, surface hardening, cold working, case hardening, uh, electroplated coating, precipitation and phase transformation. During these operations, okay, na, that stresses are locked. Okay, na, the stresses are locked in that material. That's why that stress relieving annealing is to relieve that stresses. Okay, see here. I hope you are seeing stress corrosion cracking also to resist by doing this process. These internal stresses under certain conditions can have adverse effects. Example: steels with residual stresses under corrosive environment fail with stress corrosion cracking. Okay, suppose if you are not okay na the relieve this internal stresses, it may lead to few failures, that is stress corrosion cracking failure. Okay na, it undergoes stress corrosion cracking failure. These stresses also enhance the tendency of steels towards the warpage and dimensional instability. Static strength is reduced considerably when residual tensile stresses are present in steel. The problem associated with internal stresses are more difficult in brittle materials than in ductile. Internal stresses, Nana. Actually, these internal stresses are see if the internal, particularly that is the more difficult in a okay na, in brittle material than in ductile material. Okay. Next one is next point is the process of stress relieving consists of heating material uniformly to a temperature below the, here also below the lower critical temperature, holding at this temperature for sufficient time, followed by uniform cooling. Okay, in this heat treatment process, repeatedly I'm telling you, heat treatment process, the steps particularly, nana, particularly first one is the heating. Okay, na, heating the material uniformly to a temperature below the lower critical temperature. Lower critical temperature. Okay, na, lower critical temperature. Holding at this temperature for a sufficient time, followed by uniform cooling. Next, what will you do? Uniform cooling. That is very very important. Uniform cooling is of utmost importance, as non-uniform cooling will itself result in the development of internal stresses. Thus, the very purpose of stress relieving will be lost. Okay, na? That's why uniform cooling is the very very important. Otherwise, definitely there will be okay na, the development of internal stresses. Okay, na? Okay. That plain carbon steels and low alloy steels generally temperature is limited to 600 degrees centigrade. High temperature is used for high alloy steels. Here also, that is the plain carbon steels and the low alloy steels are generally temperature is limited to only 600 degrees centigrade. Higher temperature is used for high alloy steels. The extent of stresses relieved depend upon the temperature employed and the cooling time. See, these are the that is the heat treatment, Nana, and that is the annealing process. Okay, annealing process. See, next one is the here one more annealing is the full annealing. Okay, full annealing. Full annealing we can call as normalizing also. Normalizing is similar to full annealing, except steel is generally cooled in still hair, still hair. Okay. See, next one is the here different cooling medias are there. In annealing, in annealing, what will you do is what will you do is that is the cooling is done in furnace, furnace particularly. Okay, now all of you understand. See, the normalizing temperature of heating steel is about, see, 40 to 55, 40 to 55 above critical temperature. That is the here, see. above 40 to 50 means here AC3, ACM, ACCM, that is above that curve above 40 to 50 degrees centigrade. Okay, na? Then that will be heated above the that 40 to 55 degrees centigrade and holding for proper time and then cooling in still air still air or slightly heightened air to room temperature. Okay, in some special cases cooling rates can be controlled by either changing air temperature or air volume. Okay na? Yes, this one is the full annealing nana or normalizing. After normalizing the resultant microstructural should be paralytic. Okay, since the temperature involved in this process is more than that for annealing, the homogeneity of austenity increases and it results in better dispersion of ferrite and cementite in the final structure. Okay, that is fine structure will be will be will be get will get in this one. Okay, results in better dispersion of ferrite and cementite in the final structure. The grain size is finer in a normalized structure than in annealed structure. Grain size is very fine in normalized structure than annealed structure. Okay, here one more thing is just all of you understand normalized steels are generally stronger and harder than unannealed steels. Okay, steels are soft in annealed condition and then to stick during machining. Okay, by normalizing an optimum combination of strength and softness is achieved, which results in satisfactory level of machinability in steel cell. Okay, normalizing process, that is optimum combination of steels, optimum combination of strength and softness is achieved. Okay, normalizing is the effective way to eliminate the carbide network. Carbide is a very hard material, carbide material. Cementite. Okay, na cementite, that means iron carbide. Okay, that is a very hard material. That's why normalizing is the effective way to eliminate the carbide structure. Okay, here in the normalizing treatment is frequently applied to steel in order to achieve any one or more of the objectives, namely, yes, that are the see here to refine the grain size. Okay, first one is the to refine the grain structure. Second one is the to obtain uniform structure, to decrease the residual stresses, to improve missionability. So these four properties that is very important in the normalizing, that is achieved to refine the grain structure, to obtain uniform structure, to decrease the residual stresses, and to improve the missionability. Okay, I hope you are seeing furnace heating the rods steels. Hello, Babu.
Yes, sir. Seeing, sir.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Are you able to understanding? First one is the in see furnace we will heat up to above the upper critical temperature. Okay na, nearly above the 1000 degrees. Okay na. Then after heating, then what will you do? Held at the temperature for some time. Then we have to cool. Cooling is done in normalizing in air. Air. Okay na. Okay na. Then to bring the room down, to bring this material into room temperature. Okay, that is here. So many okay figures are there here. See what they are doing. Okay, that are the normalizing and annealing. Okay, so far we have discussed. Enana,
Yes, sir.
hello.
Okay, sir.
Do you have any doubts regarding this?
No, sir.
Okay, na. Just e-treatment is nothing but three steps are very very important. One is the heating. Next one is soaking. Soaking means holding at the temperature for some time. Okay, the material. Okay, okay. What purpose? To change the grain structure, to refine the grain structure. Then what will you do? Then first step is to cool that material. Cooling, that means to a room temperature. That cooling means, see, cooling medias are very important in early. Okay, what type of cooling media we will use? That is furnace. Okay, na. Then we have to keep that material in furnace. Furnace means furnace, that is, sand is there. We have to cover the material with the sand total. After some time, then definitely there will be the material gets cooled. Okay, na. That is process. Okay, cooling media. Okay, na. Ama.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next one is the normalizing. Nana. Normalizing. In normalizing is the cooling media is the air. Amma. Okay, na. Normalizing cooling media is air. In normalizing is heat the material above the upper critical. Upper critical means here one curve is there like this. Okay, na. Above the 900 degrees centigrade. Above the 900 degrees centigrade. Okay. Then heating is up to that above upper critical temperature. Then we have to cool it. Okay, na. Then we have to cool it. That is the in air. Suppose simply we can put in the air for some time. That means different time periods are there for cooling. Okay, that is cooling. Cooling process. Okay, have you understood this one?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay,
screen
na.
share ఆపారు సార్ మీరు
No, no, no. Just I hope that has been stopped. Okay, then I will show you. Okay, now the time is
10:40.
Amma. Okay, shall you discuss one more process? Process is there hardening. Enan. Hardening is very very important. Next hardening. Next one is the tempering. Okay, hardening is very very important. Heat treatment process. Okay, na. If you want to harden the material, definitely we can go for this hardening process, heat treatment. Okay, see, hardening and hardness are two very different things. One is a process of heat treatment, another is the eccentric, okay, na, property of a material, hardness. Okay, this one is the property, one is the process. Okay, Enana, have you understood this one? This point, hardening and hardness, is it same? Amma, both are same or different?
No,
Hello.
sir. Different, sir. One is
Hardening is the
treatment,
one.
another one is extracting the properties. It means increasing
One
the
is the
property
one
of
is the
the material.
property, one is the process side. Okay, now one is the process. See here, hardening is Nana, a heat treatment process in which steel is rapidly cooled from alternating temperature. Yes. As a result of hardening, the hardness and the wear resistance of steels are improved. Yes. See, this hardening is very, very important. See, why I'm emphasizing this hardening is, then we have to heat. Heat treatment means then heat the material above the some temperature. See here the temperature as mentioned. See, hardening, see, hardening temperature depends on the chemical composition. Here, hardening of carbon steel, it depends upon carbon content alone. Hypoelectric steel, that is heated. that are heated to about 30 to 50 degree upper above critical temperature, whereas the euclitoid hypoeuclitoid steels 30 to 50 above lower critical temperature. That is, heating means here the temperature limits are mentioned. That is upper critical 30 to 50 above upper critical, that is hypoeuclitoid, hypereuktictide below the upper critical temperature. Okay, after completing this one, Anna, then what will you do? Here cooling is rapid cooling, Anna. Here in a hardening process, the cooling is rapid cooling. See, can you tell which one is the rapid cooling media, Emma? See, that is the air is the one cooling media. Next one is the Emma. Next one is the one sand furnace. That is one more cooling media. Next one is the here water. Okay, or oil or salt bed. Which is fast cooling medias? Tell me. Okay, na. Tell me, Nan. Hardening is heat treatment process in which steel is rapidly cooled from austenitic temperature. As the result of hardening, the hardness and the wear resistance of the steels are improved. Okay, hardening treatment generally consists of heating to hardening temperature, holding at the temperature, followed by rapid cooling, rapid cooling. Okay, such as pinching and pinching in oil or water or salt baths. Okay, then after completing the heating and cooling at the temperature for some time, then rapidly cooling means that we have to dip. We have to dip the total material in the water. If you immerse the material into the water, what will happen? Immediately, it will be cooled. Is
Yes,
it
sir.
right?
No,
Yama?
sir. It is wrong, sir.
Water is a very fastest cooling media compared to air cooling and sand cooling. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay, isn't it? Okay,
Okay, sir.
that is in hardening process, the cooling media is water. Yeah. Okay, just all of you understand. If you immediately dip it in the water, what will be happen that immediately, okay, cooled, for that the material will be hardened, okay na. Okay, material will be hardened immediately. There is no time to see, no time, within no time that will be cooled. That's why the material gets hardened. Okay, if the time is there, like normalizing and annealing, the material will get, that is the ductility and that is ductility property, softness. But here there is no that much time to cool that material. Immediately, Emma, pinching in oil or water, definitely there will be some, okay, different property will be changed. That is, it gets hardened. Okay, na? Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay, na? Yes. The high hardness developed by this process. Yes, high hardness developed by this process due to the phase transformation accompanied by rapid cooling. Phase transformation will be done very rapidly. Okay, na? Rapid cooling results in the transformation of austenite at a considerably low temperature into non-equilibrium products. Okay, na? See, that is uh, hardening. Then ferrite and perlite transformation to austenate at hardening temperature for hypoelectric steel. The austenate transforms to martensite and rapid. Martensite structure will be obtained. The austenate transforms to martensite on rapid pinching from hardening temperature. The presence of martensite accounts for high hardness of a pinched steel. Okay, this is total hardening process. Okay, in hardening process, that is a very hard that is the structure obtained, that is martensite. The structure is martensite. The presence of martensite, it accounts for high hardness of quenched steels. Okay, Amma, this is total heat treatment process. Three processes we have discussed. Tomorrow, then next class we shall discuss few more processes are there. Okay, yeah,
Okay,
Nana.
sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, just all of you raise your hands. Then I want to take attendance. I want to take attendance. All of you raise your hands. All of you raise your hands. Okay. Okay. Okay, Babu.
Okay, sir.
Just all of you see, understand this concept that is very, very important. One more thing is, we will see, have an assignment. Then I will give you assignment questions. All of you write the assignment and submit your scripts. Okay, na?
Okay,
Assignment
sir.
script. Okay, na? Then next class, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, then I will give you the questions, assignment questions, Amma. Okay, all of you search that questions, answers, and write on it that A4 sheets. Okay, na? And complete it. Okay, and send that one through courier, Amma. Through courier. Okay, all of you remember this thing. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
just I am closing this section. Okay, na? Okay, Nana. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.